Hello, welcome to part 1 of our Jin Basics Guide. Reminder that we are on Tekken 7 version 4.03. This first part we will be focusing on essential moves. In part 2 we'll talk about basic or common game plan elements. Then finally in part 3 we'll go over some referential items like punishers and combos. As always, there's the written version of this guide should you need it. The link is in the video description below. That's all I have, so let's talk about the youngest of the Mishimas. As usual, we'll save stance talk for part 2, which in this case will be crouch dash and Jin's special crouching demon and Zen stances. Jin's jab strings are very nasty. 1-2 is standard, but 1-2-3 is mid and plus on block. It can be interrupted, but 1-2-4 is a safe high that launches on counter hit, so it provides really nice cover. Also, 1-2-4, where the first jab whiffs, is also NCC and will knock down or splat. 1-3 is a natural punch kick combo that can go to CDS for pressure, and it has string cover in 1-3-2, which is a safe mid. 1-3 slide 3 is a mid option, big plus frames on block, knockdown on hit. You can also do it by itself with 4-3 slide 3. It can be interrupted, but the other strings will usually provide enough cover for that to not happen very often. And you also have 1 down 3 for a low option, which also has a second low hit, 1 down 3-4, that can launch on counter hit. 2-1 is also a commonly spammed string. It's safe high mid with a safe mid third hit for cover, which is 2-1-4. 2-4 is normally reserved for punishing since it can be ducked, but it is safe on block. Since Jin's 2 jab is also I-10, it's worth it sometimes to do 2-4, especially at the wall. 3-1 is a safe high natural combo that can go to CDS with big plus frames. Counter hit 3-1-4 is also a launcher if they challenge, just be careful since it does start with a double high. Standing 4 is a safe I-13 homing move, gives a spin state on hit which can also splat, and it'll launch on counter hit. One of his best moves, just be careful as it is a high. 3+4 is a safe high I-20 power crush. It's fairly weak relative to other power crushes in the game, but it's his only power crush, so worth mentioning. Forward 4 is a safe long range I-16 mid, can go to CDS, which you'll normally want to do, plus on hit, launch on counter hit, arguably his best move, so you'll see Jin players use this a lot. Forward 1+2 is a safe I-14 wall bounce. Just be careful since both hits are high, though it does jail. Very scary at the wall. Down forward 1 is a safe I-13 mid poke. Down forward 1-4 is also a safe natural combo and can wall splat, but it can be ducked. It can also be delayed if you want. Down forward 1-4 slide 4 is a safe mid launcher, but it's essentially a cancel of down forward 1-4, so it can be reacted to. Down forward 2 is a safe I-15 mid counter hit launcher. You'll see this a lot when people mess up crouch dash 2, but it's a good move regardless, so it's not at all bad to just use as a normal counter hit tool, and it still gives plus frames on hit. Down forward 4 is a safe mid heavy poke, a little slow at I-20, but good plus frames on hit and a launch on counter hit. Down 1 is a safe wall bouncing mid, another move that's a bit slower at I-21, but decent pushback and reward versus the low risk. Down 4 is an I-16 high crushing low poke, nice range, only -12 on block and hits grounded, but it is low on damage and only 0 on hit. Down back 4 is an I-20 low, good damage plus 3 on hit and a knockdown on counter hit. It is a little on the slow side, but Jin has a bunch of other moves that are around the same speed, like down forward 4, which we already mentioned, so it's great for timing mix-ups. This is a primary low and just as good as Kazuya's and Kazumi's. Back 2-1 is a safe I-15 mid natural combo, solid range and very useful, but the -9 means you can't spam it. It can also be delayed. Back 3 is a safe I-16 mid knee poke that can go into CDS for additional pressure, also launches on counter hit. Very solid move. Back 4 is an I-17 rangy power poke, knockdown splat on hit, nice pushback. Very underrated move. Up forward 2 is a safe I-15 evasive mid, plus 6 on hit, knockdown or splat on counter hit, really solid situational move. Up forward 3 is a safe I-22 low crushing mid, plus 6 on hit, launch on counter hit. It's basically a slower, safer alternative to a hop kick. Speaking of hop kick, up forward 4 is an I-15 low crushing mid launcher, -13 on block, so pretty standard for a hop kick. Forward forward 2 is a rangy I-15 power mid, knockdown splat on both hit and counter hit, solid pushback, second only to forward 4 in controlling the neutral. Forward forward 3 is an I-23 mid launcher, 0 to +1 on block. This is a common option from crouch dash since it's roughly the same speed as crouch dash 4 and down back 4. Forward forward 4 is an I-21 power mid, similar usage as forward forward 3 except 0 to +3 on block, +8 to +11 on hit, although it forces crouch so no jabs or anything are guaranteed, and it grounds on counter hit. Also hits grounded unlike forward forward 3, more of a traditional pressure tool. Back forward 2 is a safe I-15 mid poke. Back forward 2-1 is a mid-high natural combo, but it doesn't jail. Back forward 2-1-3 is mid-mid for those trying to duck back forward 2-1, and it can launch on counter hit. It's -12, but you can go to CDS at only -1. Just like with Devil Jin, back forward 2-1-2 also works well as a safe timing mix-up that can knock down or splat. While standing 4 is a safe I-11 mid, very useful from crouch dash, but also generally useful as a fast, safe mid poke. While standing 1-2 is a safe I-13 mid-mid natural combo, again can also go to CDS for more pressure, and again something that's more common from crouch dash but still a solid neutral tool. While standing 3 is a safe I-16 homing mid, spin state or splat on hit, counter hit launch, same move as crouch dash 3. I know I'm sounding redundant, but again worth mentioning that despite being more common from crouch dash, it's still useful in the neutral. And finally, Jin's Rage Drive. Jin's Rage Drive is a powered up version of his Crouch Dash 1, or more technically, it's combining some of his other tools into a string. Crouch Dash 1+2 is 2 hits, which you'll notice are Crouch Dash 1 followed by a Crouch Dash 2. It's -7 on block, launch on hit, automatically goes to CDS, but you have a couple options from there. You can use the CDS if you want, but Crouch Dash 1+2 down forward will take you to another Crouch Dash at +14 for a mix-up, or to continue the juggle if Crouch Dash 1+2 hits. Crouch Dash 1+2-3 ends with CDS 3+4, roughly +8 on block, and a knockdown wall splat on hit. Crouch Dash 1+2-3-1 ends with a souped up down 1, +9 on block with lots of pushback, and again a knockdown or wall splat on hit. It can also wall push for +15. And in terms of juggling, Crouch Dash 1+2-3-1 will all hit if Crouch Dash 1+2 hits, and it does about the same as the Crouch Dash 1+2 down forward juggle. In any case, Jin's Rage Drive is pretty unique, and as you can tell, it's actually a full string. This brings us to the end of part 1. Hopefully this list helps you get started by focusing your attention on the most important moves. Again, in part 2, we'll talk a bit more about applications, so look out for that in a couple of days. And with that, thank you for checking out this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on YouTube. Also be sure to turn on notifications if you'd like to get alerted as soon as a new vid is uploaded. I also try to stream whenever I can, so the link to Twitch is down in the video description below. You will find Twitter and Facebook links down there too. Lastly, special thanks to our 3 patrons, Tato, Apples, and Overhaul. That support means a lot. Patreon is definitely the best way to support your favorite content creators, and the more support the channel gets, the more content I can afford to do. Stay safe everyone, and we'll see you next time.